Hello, everybody, and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. My name is Mark, and I've just finished watching what was a huge display from the Stormers. Stormers versus the Sharks at the Shark Tank local derby in South Africa. And my word, Sharks were shown up big time. Stormers 46 points, the Sharks 19, and putting 19 behind the Sharks is very kind considering how they actually played. Just to go through this game for you, I mean, my word, the Stormers were just going for it from the get-go. Not even a minute had passed, well, not even 2 minutes had passed, and Hershey went in for the first try of the game, which was then converted by Clayton Blommetjies. And then for about 15 minutes or so, yeah, we had all right competitive rugby. We thought the Sharks might come back into it, maybe not. But Stormers were still very much in the driving seat most of the first half anyway. Sharks just not able to get through that brilliant Stormers defense the entire time. And then eventually the second try for the Stormers went over from Van Heerden in the 17th minute, which Libbok then converted. Stormers then chose to go for a penalty goal in the 25th minute. And then Joseph Drebber went over 6 minutes later again for another try for the Stormers in the 31st minute, which Libbok then again converted. So at that point, it was 24 points to nil. Sharks really looking very much down and out without their Springbok players and without their big stars. And got a very lucky try right at the end. Well, not a lucky try, but a try nonetheless right at the end of the first half, which should have given them hope going into the second half to make it a three-scoring game, a 3-point scoring game. A three scores game, rather. So if they scored 3 times, they would have been back within it. And Grobler was the one with the try there. But the only standout player for the Sharks there was Grobler, with 2 tries behind his name. But yes, he scored a try in the 38th minute, which Bosch did convert in 39th. So we ended the first half 24 points to 7. Standing out things in that first half, Brock Harris, his scrumming was unbelievable. Stormers scrumming generally today was just next level. Sharks could not cope with the sheer power of the Stormers pack. Stormers just dominating every scrum. The first scrum went in Sharks' favour. That was it, basically. That was literally it. After that, Stormers not even just got over the Sharks in terms of each scrum. They properly demolished them every single time. It was really scary to watch. Could have broken bones and things. I mean, the Sharks pack every single time pretty much just completely capitulated. Stormers really doing well in the pack today. Yeah, so that was the first half. So 24 points to 7 at the end of the first half. And then the second half started exactly the same way as the first half as well. So Nuttler scoring an easy try for the Stormers in the 41st minute, which was then converted by Libbok. Then Hartzenberg went over in the 48th minute, and Libbok converted. And then a completely mishandled piece of play from the Sharks just resulted in a very easy try from Marty Libbok as well in the 57th minute. Notably there, though, Libbok did miss the conversion right in front of the posts, which was quite shocking. But nonetheless, at that point, you're talking about a team who's then already 43 points to 7. 43 points to 7 at one stage this game was for the Stormers. Sharks just could not get anywhere near the Stormers. The Stormers team was ridiculous. They did, however, get a couple of tries in the 60s. Say Sharks were playing a little bit better in the 60 minutes times, in between 60 and 70 minutes, but it was not really. They basically got lucky to have scored both their tries. Jooste went over in the 62nd minute, Bosch converting that one, and then Grobler just got a complete gift right on the try line from the Stormers, basically stuffing up their own line out and basically just dove over after catching the ball for the Sharks' third try of the game in the 69th minute. So that had made the score then 43-19. And then about 5 minutes later, the Stormers got a penalty on about the halfway line. And Libbok scored an interesting penalty where he kicked for 48 meters out and it landed literally on the bar in the posts and went over to make it 46 points in favor of the Stormers. That is exactly how the game ended as well, 46-19. And to say that it could have been more is putting it lightly. I do think Stormers could have easily scored 60 plus points today. Libbok literally dropped it on the line. A very easy opportunity, dropped it on the line. So that was one big opportunity. There's a couple of other times when they should have just passed it through the line or at least got the passes away and was knocked on a couple of times. Stormers were all over the Sharks. Sharks were hopeless. Truly hopeless. Yeah, I mean, back to the drawing board for Neil Powell and the team. And they need to learn how to play without their big stars, because if that's how they play when they're not available, Sharks are really, really going to struggle in some of these games coming up in this for the rest of the year. So that was the URC clash today. Local derby at the Shark Tank. Sharks absolutely demolished by the Stormers. Stormers 46 points, Sharks 19. And Stormers will surely be looking forward to the next week of rugby with happy smiles on their faces. Sharks fans, not so much. You've been watching Forever Sports, and my name is Mark, and I hope to see you again soon. Cheerio.